Hello Virgo, this is your mid-month May tarot overview messages. I call it an overview message because I've done your monthly already, which is a lot more in detail in different sections of your life, and these are just messages that kind of go on top of the messages that have been that have been relayed through the monthlies. So I'm being guided to let you guys to request you guys, if you, of course, you decide if you want to, but if you're watching this, then I'd say watch the monthly as well, because then the whole message comes across, because there's information here which might not be, which might not give all the messages out. It'll just fit in nicely with the rest of the month message that have come through in the monthlies for you. And this is a general reading, so please watch your sun, moon and rising, because I know for me it works like clockwork, as we say, that I watch my rising and it resonates a lot more than sun sign even at times. So please watch your sun, moon and rising, because it does give you a lot more information, and sometimes a lot more accurate information. And yeah, this is that's what I wanted to say. Of course, this is a general reading, so not everything is going to work out. So, of course, you're looking for something that is in your life and you'd like to know more about, or, this is just obviously just a few messages, so not the whole information. We can schedule a private reading for you, should you choose me to, of course, do that. My email address is in the description box below, if I can speak. And I normally do those over Skype, so you can send me an email and we can schedule a reading for you at a mutually convenient time. And of course, thank you so much for all your love, for your likes, for shares, subscriptions. It means a lot. Keep the love coming. And let's get started. Virgo, I've already she pre-shuffled the cards. The cards really wanted to be shuffled for you, and we got a card out for you already, which is the Chariot. Oh, sorry about the glare. It's night time, so yeah, we need the light. Victory. Victory for some of you. I'm getting like there's some situations that were not moving forward, and now they would be moving forward for you. So they were slow, but now the momentum's picked up. And this could be work for a lot of you. Things were slow and now you're kind of moving forward and it's good. And you like the momentum. So, some of you looking for jobs, I think you'll see a lot more happening now than what it has been. And I know we were in Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, so surprise, surprise, obviously things are not as fast as we'd like them to be in retrogrades. And I guess that's also always for a reason, I believe. However, coming back to this, I think there's definitely victory for some of you. Maybe you're trying to get a job and you get a job. You've got a lot more interviews now. You're doing some of you, you're traveling as well. As simple as that you can't deny Chariot card. There is traveling involved here, and this is traveling for work. There's traveling for love, even for some of you. So one or both. There's work and love. For some of you, work and love both are connected on this, and you're trying to see which way you want to go. Because in this, you've got two different directions and you need to kind of go in one direction, so you're trying to merge the two. So maybe there's a trip happening where it's for work, but love ends up being a part of it too while you're there, and you'll be in the best position to know how that works out for you. For others, I'm sensing there is also some, you're moving forward, but you're being also a bit defensive. I think you're trying to be defensive on, what can come now that things are moving forward fast in terms of work. You're trying to be really cautious on how this can affect your life and your health. And for others, I think there have been people, people at work and people outside work too, but mostly work, that, you're trying to be quite defensive with. And maybe you've had, problems at work in the past, and now you're trying to really get your guard up and move forward so you are not hurt anymore. I think I get that guard up a lot. You've got your armor on and you're like, okay, I'm protected and I'm going to be smart about this now. I'm on my victory path. I'm going to do the best I can, and we'll just have to see how that works out, because that's all we can do, right? That's what I believe. We can just put our best foot forward, and I know, you know, that's what I believe in anyway. But yeah, I sense that, you know, there are again thoughts of what could go wrong, and it might be that, you know, again, problems at work, and even problems with traveling for some of you. I think, you know, you're getting thoughts what could actually go wrong if you take this trip, and what could, you know, but rather than actually looking at the darker side, you end up choosing the brighter side and say you're going to take that, you're going to protect yourself in whichever way. And I don't know, protect yourself is coming across quite a lot to me. So you're being guarded, you know, you're on your guard, however that is. You'll have to see in your situation, of course. You know, it's a very general reading, so but there's certainly some guardedness that I'm getting, that you're going to be adopting an attitude like that. You'll be adopting so that you can you're not hurt. And I think it's more emotional hurt rather than physical hurt. I also think this is somewhere where wherever you, so some of you who are traveling, I think this is more into, you know, you probably, for some of you, it might be that you're leaving sunnier climates and going somewhere where it's not that sunny. And for others, you're moving from a much more cloudy environment into calmer environment, you know, not just physically but also retrospectively, that, you know, yes, you are moving into calmer environments now. It's not all cloudy and hazy, and you now know what you're getting yourself into. And for some of you, this is, like I said, you know, victory in terms of work, victory in terms of emotions as well. For some of you, of course, you know, if there was somebody that was part of your life and things were not moving forward as much as you like them to be, then now you can see that things are. And, you know, you might have had period of lull and quiet, hence you've got your guard up, you know, because you don't know what's coming next, because you didn't anticipate that either, that period of so some of you, no interaction is what I'm hearing. So if there was no interaction, there is going to be forward momentum here. But I also see that, you know, you're going to be taking it slow, so you don't get as emotionally involved as you probably were to start with. And, you know, you'll be the best judge to decide what works for you. In some situations, I think, yes, it's easy to kind of say, I'm not going to be as emotionally involved. And in some cases, we can be. So again, it's down to you how this works out for you. And that's what I'm getting, Virgo. I'm going to see if I can get some dates, which will, of course, either match up with messages from here and also from the monthlies, hence the guidance to watch the monthly as well. 23rd, 20th, 24th, and 28th. 12th and 18th as well. So these are the dates that I'm getting quite strongly. Of course, depending on where you are, this could be based, you know, 24 hours here and there because of world time zone. So yeah, just see how that pans out for you. And I guess that is it. So thank you so much for joining me. And if you like, of course, if you like the messages, please like, share, and subscribe. I can't say enough how much I appreciate that. And I will see you soon next month. Bye for now.